Hello, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. So, you know what I realized, especially about YouTube? There are some people call them agents, but they really do cause division and gossip on YouTube. They have random accounts, but they're there to kind of like stir confusion and just create gossip and rumors. So somebody posted something. The reason why you're mad at Kevin Samuels is because you're 30 plus and single and not married. I'm like, is that what you think, young whippersnapper? Is that what you think, man? And this is the thing, too, I want to talk about. What's up with everybody? And I see this in my last videos. What's up with everybody talking about women over a certain age? Like men don't get over that certain age. Like as if men stop aging at the age of 20. And after that, that's it for them. Like their lifespan stops at 20. I want to live to be 104 years old. I would love to. I remember I used to say this to my husband, you're going to be 108 and I'm going to be 104. I know you'd be like, well, why do you say 8 and 4? Because we're 4 years apart. So, you know, I want all my years. I don't want to die young. I don't want to, I want them all. And I'm grateful that I was born in 1982, raised in the 80s, the 90s, where people actually conversed with one another and had a conversation without texting and all this other stuff. Raised as a teenager in this era. Is waiting. I'm grateful for the wisdom that I have, the things that I've learned, and I'm not trying to turn back the hands of time. I'm not. So I don't know what's up with folks trying to think like, okay, I'm supposed to be depressed or something. So anyway, he's like, you're mad because Kevin Samuels said something about you or you being 30 plus. And I'm like, are you serious? Kevin Samuels, I'm like, excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. But Kevin Samuels passed away and he was in his 60s, which means he was older than me, and he was twice divorced, which means that he left his first wife, committed adultery with the second wife, and then, from what I hear, they say that he was found with a call. Sorry, y'all, I keep getting disconnected. I don't know if it's because of this bridge or what. She was in the back of her mind, like, okay, it's COVID. I'm not about to sit up here and do CPR on this person. That's why she was talking the whole time. Come on, buddy, you can make it. You can hear the 911 call. Yet you come on my page talking about I'm mad at him, um, or upset with him. No, matter of fact, he didn't say that. The person said you feel bad. No, I felt bad. I felt bad. You should have stuck with your wife. I bet you his wife would have gave him seat. She would have been pumping like crazy. I bet you his wife would have dragged him down them steps and got him to the ambulance or got him to the hospital. I'm sure, because when a woman loves her husband, she gonna be stomping on his heart that like you gonna jumpstart the day, boo. She gonna bring out the daggone, what's the things called? Them jump starters that you keep in the car. And this is not making light of it, because like I said in my last videos, Kevin Samuels put a lot out there, but when you back it up, the way you passed away by yourself in your 60s, high valued, but you still had a high value calling, and that was just exactly where everyone else is going to go, and that's basically you died. And I'm not making fun of that because that's horrible. And like I said, if you ask me, I don't believe that the man was saved. I don't, because he did a lot of things that would cause a lot of destruction. Um, but for you to put on there, what did he say? What did the person say? Sorry, you guys, I'm getting tongue twisted here. He said, Kevin Samuels made you feel bad because you're 30 plus. I'm like, so what? I could be 80 plus. What's your point? Give me 100 plus. That's a blessing. I do not care. I'm like, I don't, and I'm like, excuse me, sir. I have talking about, oh, because you're not married. Been there, done that, walked down the aisle, and my husband put me away. I can't get remarried. I'm out of the dating game. The women that called Kevin Samuels, they were trying to look for their true loves and trying to figure out why they're single and stuff. I already know why I can't be out there, because God told me I can't marry again. I can't date. So that's not even, you get what I'm saying? They're calling in there for somebody to tell them, to lead them the right way, or tell them about this. Says, I don't know. That's not even in my jurisdiction. That's not even in my jurisdiction. And there are a lot of men. If there is 80% of women 30 and over are not married, then I'm sure there's 80% of men 30 and over not married. Do you get what I'm saying? Because usually around the 20s, most folks are not really getting married, especially, I mean, young folks that try to, but nowadays you don't even see that too much. So for you to say 30 plus, like a woman is washed up, she's a nobody when she hits 30, are you kidding me? Well, what about the men that hit 30? And you talking about these women got children out here. Well, excuse me, sir. Somebody helped created these children. So we're the men. If there's so many baby mamas out there, there's a lot of baby daddies, because it takes two to make these children, to make these babies. It takes two. So yeah, somebody posted that on the thing. You're just upset. You're just mad. You're mad because Kevin Samuels said that you're. I'm like, did you not get the memo, boo, that Kevin Samuels passed away? I'm. If you say 30 here, Kevin Samuels was in his 60s. He was older. Do you get what I'm saying? And he passed away with a 25-year-old who was supposed to be, they say she was a nurse, but you know what it is. You know what time it is in Atlanta too. A 25-year-old. Uh-huh. And when the guy was like, okay, 1, 2, 3, I need somebody up here right now, right now. That's because she wasn't trying to give that man no CPR. She was like, I'm not gonna put my lips on that, especially when COVID going around. That's the reason why she was talking so much. But see, y'all listen to this man who tried to give you all of this counsel about high value this, high value that. I think it was Sinbad who said he needed to go back to his wife. He remarried his wife because, young people, he married a younger, not married, he dated a younger person. All they doing is waiting for you to die. He said, I need somebody that's going to know what to do with my high blood pressure, or something happen. You can reach in your purse and grab them pills. See, this is what happens if you was with your wife. I'm not saying that things could have turned out different, but see, y'all think it's a game. Y'all think it's a game. Thinking you got all this time in the world and you could be 100 years old. Like that dude, Hefner, whatever his name is, sitting up here marrying women his grandchildren's age. Stop playing these games. And you feel like you need to marry or date somebody younger than you because that's going to make you feel immortal. Like as if, look at me, I'm still young. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. You are not. You're just the old person that is dating a younger person, and everybody knows what you're trying to do. It's like you want that on your hand, on your shoulder, but it doesn't look right. I want you to know that it doesn't. When people see an older man with a younger woman, the first thing you think is gold digger. She waiting for him to croak. When people see an older man with a younger woman, most people think, okay, well, we'll see, where's his real wife at? Okay, he's been playing these games, and a lot of one thing I've heard about older men, that's the reason why they like to date younger women, is because somebody said it right. He said because you can mold them and basically control them. You can manipulate them, because a woman his age has already dealt with the shenanigans. So you don't want to deal with somebody who know your game. Okay, whatever. There's a lot of older women out here that date younger men. But y'all have been selling this thing to give up your wives for a younger woman. I mean, and then you look at the women who are in their 30s and their 40s, and you're just on their 50s. You're just washed up. Nobody wants you. Really, nobody wants you. And this is the crazy thing about it is majority of these men out here, you're the ones who have the babies, right? You have the boy, you have the girl, your son gets older, your daughter gets older. Is that what you're gonna tell her? That baby girl, I hate to tell you, daddy love you and all, but as soon as you hit 30 years old, you're nobody, you're nothing. It's not even a point of you being around. Is that what you're gonna tell your daughter? Hmm? Because you do know that your daughter is going to have to hit the age 30. Yeah, I'm sure as a father, you want your daughter to hit the age 30. Like, what do you, if you teach men that you should leave your wife at the age of 25, 30 and get someone younger, or something is wrong with y'all. You got men out here, y'all understand the game. You want to be able to converse with somebody that knows what a VCR is. One of them say them VCR tapes. You want to be able to converse with somebody who knows what a CD is. Remember back in the day when we used to go to concerts and they had posters? Remember them drive-in movie theaters? What's that? You want to be able to converse with somebody can say, I remember back in the day. Remember when you rocked out on that show? Yeah, that was some times, wasn't it, babe? You want to be able to converse with that. But you sitting up here and you trading in what God has given you to something that you can't even relate to. And you get so upset because this person can't even pronounce some of these words. Y'all ridiculous out here. And then you try to call other people to try to make them feel some type of way. Nobody wants you because you're old. I have news for you. I have news for you, sir. God wants me. He created me. You feel bad because Kevin, you feel man that died. I'm not making fun of his death, but I just need to understand this. You come waltzing over here, peeking your face over my fence to tell me mad because you 30 plus and you ain't married. Silly rabbit. Some of y'all crazy. Y'all really crazy. So I just think you can't make this stuff up. So you gotta be like, are you kidding me? You spend majority of your days talking about hair hats, women ain't nothing, know. Hold the line, man. Hold the line. Okay, yeah, hold on. Y'all gonna find you've been chasing after winds and following the wrong counsel. The wrong counsel. Every man has his own path. And whether you choose to follow after another man, choose to follow after Jesus and apply that to your life. You know, we all gotta get old. That's just the whole purpose of life. We all got to get old. It don't matter how cute. Like it's folks that'll show you some pictures that how they look back in the 40s. They was sharp. They look nice and young and all of this. Now they hunched over with polka dots. You know, skin looking all wrinkly. That's just life. And it don't matter if you 90 years old with a robe and a pipe and you sitting up here dating somebody 20 years old. You still got one foot in the grave and one foot out. You still gonna go there too, boo boo. It's not going to stop you from death. It's not going to stop you from death. It's just not. I don't get it. It's like when we go to surgeries and things like that. When you go to a surgery, or you're getting a surgery, you will want a doctor who knows or experienced, right? You would really want that. When you go somewhere, when you hire somebody, you look for somebody who is experienced and know what they're doing. Some of y'all so simple. You've been with your wife who knows you and who is experienced with you. You've been with someone, that your significant other, that knows you and experienced with you. Yet you sit up here and you choose some random person who don't know jack, and you trying to mold them into something that you want them to be. This man said a lot of things in his podcast, or whatever cast you talk about. He said a lot of things. But one thing he was not truthful to is that he was not truthful about the simple fact that he was married twice. How can you possibly get counsel from a man who left his wife, who divorced? You can't get counsel from that. Now, there's such things where there's an innocent party when the wife leaves and he had to remain unmarried. You can get counsel from that, because in his walk of remaining unmarried, you know, he's telling you how real this thing is and how permanent it is. But for those that turn their backs and talk about, I'm living my best life, how can you possibly give me counsel? Huh? And now you come along. Marriage is not even on the books for me. Because again, the man that I married, he's still alive, so I cannot remarry. And you come along, I'm sitting up here like, imagine me, I'm minding my business, do. What a wonderful day. I'm planting my roses. Excuse me, ma'am, I just see this person peeking over my fence. The reason why you mad, the reason why you upset, is because Kevin Samuel said you 30 plus and you ain't never gonna get married. He wasn't even on my mind. Who was you? How'd you even get over here? You've been talking to the devil, haven't you? The Satan told you go over there and mess with Mona real quick and tell her these words. They'll get her feathers up, and here you go. Excuse me. That's why you ain't never gonna be nothing. I'm like, okay, okay. If that's what you, sir, if that's what you think, something's wrong with y'all. I'm just saying, just the mere fact that you had the audacity. And I'm like, are you serious? Am I on Candy camera? Some of y'all don't even know what that is this a trick? Are you playing a game on me? You're just upset that you can't get married anymore. Oh, I haven't, look, if you even knew the content of marriage, if you even knew the serious of marriage, if you even knew any of that, you would not even utter those words out your mouth. Now, all of a sudden, because you feel that I'm washed up at 30 plus, I'm supposed to be walking around here with my shoulders leaned over, talking about woe is me, woe is mine. I'm 30. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. But it's like, woe is me. I'm supposed to be like, I'm just, and it's crazy because I saw this fat guy, this fat bald headed guy. His belly is so big. He got hair on his arms. He just looked like one of them people that stay at home all day on a computer. And he's talking about, look at this woman right here. You see the circles underneath her eyes? Notice how she looks like she's aging. She probably was pretty back in the day, but she's not. I'm like, excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. But have you looked in the mirror lately? Have you looked at yourself? How you gonna talk about somebody else and your hair is gone, like you have no hairline. In your belly, look at your belly, look at your hands. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And you have the audacity to talk about this woman. And I'm like, she looks great. You look a mess. I don't understand how y'all can judge people and the whole time y'all not looking at yourselves. You was quick to say she's in her 40s. Look at her. No one loves her. Oh, now she's upset because she's having issues finding a man. And I'm like, and who married you? Because you got all the time in the world to go after women in their age. I mean, what else is next? What else is next? 90-year-olds and canes. Oh, look at this person. Oh, look at Miss Ava. She's bent over walking with her cane and she's 90 years old with dementia. I mean, are you freaking kidding? Something's wrong with y'all. Y'all need to repent. Something is wrong with y'all. I don't think anybody in their 90s, they see the peer and they make fun of their peers. I don't think they sit there and they make fun of that. It be like, look at you. You in a wheelchair. Look at you. You in a hospital bed. Look at you. You can't even remember how to go to the bathroom. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. It's like you hitting you old too. You getting up there too. Something's wrong with y'all. Let's come on, you guys. It's like a whole gang of men and women. Come on, you guys. Let's go over here and pick on some folks. Big bullies, man. Excuse me. The reason why you're mad is because you're 30 plus and you're not married. And I'm supposed to be like, I'm, oh, oh. I'm trying to figure out where the tears gonna come from. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The reason why you're mad, the reason why you're mad at Kevin Samuel is because of what? I'm like, you do know he died, right? Yeah. Okay. And you do know that he was in his 60s. Yeah. Which means he was older than me. Yeah. And he wasn't married. I mean, he married and divorced twice over, which means he failed his wife, his first wife, which is no longer his wife anymore. Yeah, you know he died with they say he was a prostitute and she didn't give him CPR. Yeah, so who feels bad for who? Something wrong with y'all. Something is wrong with y'all. Y'all having conversations with Satan out here. Go ahead over there and I need you to go and post a comment on Mona Hines' page. Tell her the reason why she mad at Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels ain't here. Y'all, this is some real stuff. My father passed away, right? And I'm dealing with my father's stuff, making sure everything's handled. This lady goes say, your father still owes such and such. And I started laughing. Like, oh yeah? Well, let me give you the address to the gravesite, and then you go ahead and you go ahead and send the bill there. And I told her, you made my day, really. I'm like looking up like, Dad, I need you to come down from heaven because they say you owe some money. You cannot take a U-Haul with you to heaven. So you can't take bills there either. But that lady had me laughing the whole day. Because the way she said, he still owes such and such. He still owes. I'm like, looking behind me like, so what you gonna so what you want me to tell my dad to come on? Girl, bye. Did you not hear what I just said? He passed away. He's dead. He's gone. He's not here on earth anymore. I can picture this woman at the top of the mountaintop screaming at God, talking about you can't take him. He still owes this amount. Girl, bye. So for somebody to come to me and be like, you're mad. You're you're upset because Kevin Samuels said this. I'm like, sir, he passed away. And then some people like he died like an OG, man. He died like an OG, Yeah, he went out like a real boss. He went to hell. That's where he went to. If he sat up there and was fornicating, not even fornicating, committing adultery, and he had a heart attack, no repentance whatsoever, I'm sorry, but I don't believe he made it into heaven. That's a horrible pill to swallow, but it's the truth. Some people that just don't go there. You think about your life, you want to do what you want to do, you don't want to listen to God. Some people just they don't make it to heaven. It's just that simple. That's it, and that's all. That's it, and that's all. They just don't make it to heaven. But here you go. You just mad. You just mad because you ain't married. Let me tell you, there's some people that are married to some evil folks, man, and they're in prison, married to some evil people. They are in prison. And there are some who went through marriages that is just like, I'll be daggone it. I'm not going through that again. And then there are some of us who are not, I'm not allowed to get remarried. And to be honest with you, the way that these men are these days, the way that there's no trust, there's no forgiveness, I'm not missing out on nothing. I'm not missing out on anything. Nobody can be like, I feel real bad for you because you're not married. I feel really bad for you because you're not dating. I'm looking at this person like, where your husband at? Well, I don't have a husband. Oh, how many kids you got? I got two. Oh, okay. You date now? No, okay. And you my age too, right? Okay, but I'm seeing some that's even younger. How many kids you got in your 20s? Three. Oh, you married? No. Okay. Let's go to the guys now. I done went to the women. Now, how many kids you got? I got five. You married? No. Okay. All right. Okay. hmm What about you? You look seasoned in the game. You got a little salt and pepper on your beard. How many kids you got? Three. You married? Divorced. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, so it seems like Houston, we have a problem here. We have a problem. And most people that call, well, the person who left the message, I could honestly tell you that person's not married. That person ain't married. You wouldn't leave comments like that if he was married. Married folks don't because they know how serious it is. They know how sacred it is. They don't call, not call, but they don't contact people to make fun of people. They have other things to do. I can't believe how junky. One thing about big cars, if you ain't cleaning it, this thing could get real junky. This thing could get real junky, you guys. Mona, where is your stuff at? Yeah, so yeah, I got that message. You're just upset because you're just really mad because Kevin Samuels said you're 30. To send me a message saying that you're just mad because Kevin Samuels said you're this. Because you're basically one of them YouTube agents that like to cause chaos, and you like to cause gossip. You like to stir up strife. You know what I mean? But again, I've been seeing this huge movement with men who literally, and with men who are basically like, why we don't want to deal with no older woman. And it's just like what you're trying to do is you're trying to start this huge movement of not dating a woman that's over a certain age, a mature woman. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense. And then half of y'all that's talking all of this, the women that you're telling folks to date is your daughter's age. Like, you're okay, here you are a father, and you have an 18-year-old daughter, a 19-year-old daughter. Do you want your daughter to date somebody's your age? It doesn't make sense. You will be mad as hell. Like, what the heck is she doing? That's one of my co-workers. You would be pissed. So why are you even promoting something like that? Some of y'all like scratching your head. Heck, no, I wouldn't want my daughter to be dating somebody my age. You would want her to date a younger, a man of her age. So stop promoting that hatred because you hate your baby mother or you hate the woman you married. And so you sitting up here, hey guys, let's go and let's go and that's be with somebody younger than us. Stop it. Come on. You're just mad because you're 30. No, I'm grateful for my age, boo-boo. And I have you know this. I'm not 30. I'll be 40 come September. Hello. Get the numbers right. Give me 10 more years on it, honey. Give me 10 more years. I want all my years, all my experiences. I want them all on my resume. Please. I got nieces that are in their 20s. My baby is only 6, about to be 7. So I'm not trying to go backwards for nobody. Because the days that I had when I was in my 20s, been there, done that. The things that I know now, I'm so grateful. I wish I would have knew that then. But most 20-year-olds, you have to go through it. You have to still go through life to learn some things and experience some things. I don't want to go back in the day. But some of those who sitting up there talking smack, you looking at them like, how in the world can you sit up here and talk about someone? Like, look at Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels had, gray hair. He looked old. He looked like a grandfather. I don't care how many nice suits he put on. He still looked like an old man. I mean, he didn't look like frail older, but he looked like he was, in his 60s. He didn't look like he was in his 30s. And it's a shame that when he died, he died in the presence of a 25-year-old, basically somebody his daughter's age. Had he had died at home with his wife that was around his age, and she spoke up and said, my husband went peacefully, and things have happened, that would have been respectable. But the simple fact that you died in Atlanta in some random apartment with some random woman who was not your wife, and you sitting out here supposed to be dropping jewels all over the place. Every man better learn his lesson. Don't you follow this dude, because you're gonna follow him right into the pit of hell. You're gonna follow him exactly what he did. And I hate to say it, he didn't die he died a horrible way. He did. And that's not to make fun of it, but it is what it is. So don't be coming to me talking about you mad because Kevin Samuels. Are you talking about the man that passed away? Are you really gonna come to me talking about you mad because Kevin Samuels said that you 30 plus, you 30 years old and you ain't married? Fool, I walked down the aisle before. You have no idea what marriage is. You have no idea. Because if you knew and if you were married, you would not even make fun of that. You would not even make fun of it. Anyway, y'all have a blessed day today. I mean, you can't. Why? Why do I need to show me? I like people to listen to my voice, because some people y'all be paying attention to a person's eyebrows and fixtures and trying to see what I look like. No, I don't want to show myself. I think it's important that you listen to my voice. Listen to my voice. Listen to my voice. Anyway, y'all have a blessed day today. Have a blessed day today. And that's another thing too. He used to say, Kevin Samuels, when I listened to with these women when they were calling, he said, "What dress size are you?" I'm a 16. I'm a this. I'm a that. I'm like, I can't believe this. I can't believe he's asking women, what dress size are you? You're not a high value woman. What? I'm wonderfully and perfectly made. What's going on? You're sitting here, sir, to tear me down. But those women called him. I never called him, never looked at him, didn't even pay attention. Somebody brought him to my attention, and I looked at a couple of his commentary, and I listened a little bit, and I'm like, this dude is rude. He reminds me of Sata Mayor. And come to find out, Sata Mayor was over there hooping and hollering, and this man was stealing his material. I'm like, this man, even starting my, I'm like, you don't get it. Your daughter is going to get older and be crying to you because her boyfriend is treating her horribly. She's calling him, he's calling her all types of names in the book and this, that, and the third. And you know what she gonna say? I got it from your father. You gotta watch out what you put out here. You got to. Women like me, shoot, we on a whole nother page right now. A whole nother page. The only thing I want, look, I just want peace and happiness. Yesterday, I worked a hard day, a long day. I wouldn't say hard, but a long day. And I told my coworker, I said, I just want to go and play double dutch, jump some rope. I want to just have some fun. Like, I'm not bothering nobody. And here you go. Excuse me, excuse me. You're just mad. I'm like, I didn't even know I was mad. I know what mad feels like. I know what feeling bad feels like. I didn't even know I was feeling bad. You came and you tried to drop some stuff and like you got some hater mail special delivery from Mona Hines. Something's wrong with y'all. Something is wrong with y'all. Something is wrong with y'all. Like I see this dude, he fat, big as day, talk about this woman. Look at her. Look at her, fellas. Look at her face. And it's like you put her on display and you like announcements to all you YouTube fellas. I need you to come around here and let's talk about this creature right here, which happens to be a woman. And she doesn't have a man. Let's talk. Let's talk about how we ought not to deal with her. And I'm like, who does that but Satan? Satan hates women. Satan prefers you to sleep with your same sex. You do know that, right? Like who does that? You know that's somebody's daughter, right? That's a man's daughter. That's a man. That's somebody's sister. That's somebody's aunt. There's some type of male that's connected to her, but yet you put her on display to say she's unworthy because she's 40, she's 30, she's 25. Stop it. And then you look at you and you like, well, how old are you? Well, man, we can still have babies. Yeah, y'all been having a lot of babies out here these days, and some of y'all don't take care of them. Not even some, majority of y'all don't. I mean, each is own. You got women out here too that want to be cougars. Hey, each is own. But don't be coming over here talking about you just mad because you 30. You just mad because Kevin Samuels told you when you hit 30 you ain't married. No, but I was upset at one point of time when God told me I am not allowed to remarry because my husband is still alive. I was upset at one point in time. I ain't gonna lie. I was mad. But I am over that. I don't even look for men. They're not even, I can't. I'm not allowed. That's not my desire. That's not my desire. It's not. You, sir, are at the wrong fence. You need to find someone else to follow. You need to find Jesus. And it would have been nice if you said, have a great day today, Mona. God is good, Mona. There's good things that are coming, Mona. But instead, you just you're just mad because you you feel bad. Kevin same as me, you feel bad. I'm like, look, whatever, bro. Whatever. Anyway, I say this to those of you. Don't let nobody be barking up your tree trying to make you feel some type. Here, this is the paperwork I was looking for. But I didn't even need to do all of that. But this was the paperwork I was looking for. Anyway, y'all have a blessed day today. Y'all have a blessed day today. Don't let nobody tell you God loves you and you are perfectly and wonderfully made. Whether you are in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 89, as long as you still have breath in your body, God created you and He loves you very, very much. And if nobody told you, I love you too. Anyway, y'all have a blessed day today.